Good day, everybody. Meteorologist Robert Spetta here with WesternPacificWeather.com in collaboration with EarthquakeReport.com out here, and just going to be doing an overview on this 6.9 earthquake that took place on the 23rd of April 2011 at approximately 4:16 Zulu or approximately 15:16 local here in the Solomon Islands here. Now this earthquake taking place approximately 15 miles deep here. Actually, we can zoom right in here. It took place just off the southeast coast of San Cristobal Island right in this region, just north of a subduction zone. Actually, if we put up the subduction zone map right in here, you can see the region here that did cause this earthquake. Now, good news is that it did occur in a region that is very low populated. Actually, if we continue to zoom in here and put up some of the labels for the towns in the region, we do have a few remote villages in the area. Also, Tawabu up here to the north here, that's one of the more highly populated island or towns here on San Cristobal. And also, if we look at a panorama of the region, this is just one of many of the typical views of the region, especially near the coastline. Very lush and rainforest area. Actually went through there once before. Very low populated, and that's kind of the good news and one of the reasons why not many people did feel this, besides the fact that it was exceptionally deep at 50 miles. Which is one reason why this shake map here from USGS may not be completely valid, as it is really hypothetical out in this region, but just showing where most of these areas in here you could have felt some moderate to strong shaking, especially near the epicenter in some of these towns right in this region here. As far as the capital of Islands, Hamara, up here in this region right here on Guadalcanal, really didn't get any reports of any damage up there as well, and no fatalities came out of this as well. Just kind of want to note that. Looking at the seismic history across this region, it's not uncommon to see these earthquakes. As shown here, in 2011 alone, already had a few earthquakes up in this region, most of them in the 5 to 6 range. This is actually one of the larger ones for the country, but also just noting that in the past 100 years, since 1900, a whole abundance of earthquakes throughout this region, even some upwards of 7 into the 8 range up over here. So just noting that it's a very active region, so not very uncommon in here, and good news, it was a deep quake and not as bad as it could have been. Now, as far as the tsunami warnings out there, PDWC did issue a bulletin on this particular one here, and as you can see, it is in green here, just noting the most recent tsunami bulletin put out, and just they kind of mentioned that no widespread Pacific tsunami was expected out of this quake based on historical data. But GEDEX here, actually the Global Disaster Alert and Coordination System, I call it GEDEX, did issue a preliminary estimate of a localized tsunami in through many of this area here on San Cristobal and Guadalcanal here in particular. Max estimated was upwards of 1 meter basically out of here. You can kind of see on the graph here towards on the right. So kind of good news with that, but there was no confirmed report coming out of this. But as you can see with earthquakes this size, local tsunamis, there always is the potential to develop out of them. But I do want to mention, go to earthquakereport.com if you want to get continued updates on this earthquake and many other earthquakes throughout the world here, and tsunami aftermaths as well, and one of the really great resources out here to gather all this information. And also, if you're looking for meteorological information for the Western Pacific and Australia, please go to westernpacificweather.com. So thank you again for listening, and have a great day, everybody.